to break through. It's like we'll never.
It's like I'll never make it.
We'll make it better.
Give me pills, let me take
We can't
it.
change the weather.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to, I guess, my first episode of Real Fishing. Most of you guys know me as, the random guy on YouTube making videos about whatever I want to, basically,
So we're gonna go to the door and go get him. So here we go.
I do gaming.
One shot! One down! Come in! There's one shot!
Do baseball. I do sports memorabilia.
See, base. Starting off. Oh my fucking god! God, I'm on a hot streak! Derek Jeter Auto! Kiss my ass! Derek Jeter Auto, first fucking pack of 06. God, am I on a hot streak or what?
So in these episodes you'll be seeing, for Real Fishing, I'm going to take you along fishing with me and some of my friends as we go out fishing, hitting the lakes and whatnot. I'm going to go through all kinds of stuff. Techniques, tactics, tackle, terminal tackle. We're going to go through your rods and reels, line to use in certain situations. Be fishing bass, walleye, catfish, crappie, you name it. If it's in a lake around here in Missouri, I'm going to be going after it. Trying to give you guys helpful tips on, catching a little more fish. So come along with us as we go fishing. Around here, we kind of got a cold front that just came in. Yes. Nothing super bad cold front, but you can see the clouds rolled in pretty thick. It's been about, 75, 80 degrees for the last couple days, and today it's like 70. It's like perfect. It's not bad, but the water probably changed. So we really don't know what we're going to be fishing for yet today. Yeah. It could be, depending on the water clarity, because it did rain. It's probably going to be pretty muddy. So we might still do some bass fishing if all else fails. We'll be catching some, crappie and bluegill for you guys and kind of show you some of our techniques we use it for it. Just got to the lake on the right side here. The water, as you can see, we can get the cameraman to look at it. It's got a little bluish green haze to it. It's gotten a lot darker than it was and a little bit deeper. But, as I know because I come here and fish all the time, there's a drop off, a slant. It's about, I'd say 4 foot into about, 8 foot of water. And it's a pretty distinct little run of the mill. And this part of the lake over here really isn't that big where it rushes through over here. The fish probably have already spawned. So what I'm going to use is something a little more active because they will be on these rocks pretty hard because, the warmth of them from the last couple of days. So I'm going to see if I can catch any on the old Strike King rattle trap. Alright, when I'm throwing my lipless baits, there's a lot of different techniques you can use, especially on fish that are suspended, but don't limit yourself to these lures because they're a lot more than what they look like. Most people throw them out there and burn them in, which you will catch fish doing that, but you're mainly only going to catch reaction fish that are either on beds or protecting a zone, the strike zone, and they're going to pretty much hammer that bait no matter what. But the fish that are actually hungry and are biting for a reason besides just defending a territory are usually not going to bite something just burning in because it's too much effort on their part of having to go get it because most bass are looking for, a school of shad to ambush or like a wounded bait fish. So when I find a spot like I got here, the first couple when I cast, I'm going to throw it out and I'm going to burn it in on a slow pattern. Just keep it either middle zone where I think they're at or off close to the bottom. And after a couple casts that way, I'm going to throw back out the exact same spot, and I'm either going to reel a couple times, let it fall. You're going to catch a lot of fish on that fall. Or since I know the bottom is all rock and I'm not going to get hung up too much, I'm going to do a lot of just bouncing the lure off the bottom. I'm going to cast out wherever the spot is, reel down, let it get off the bottom. Once it's on the bottom, I'm just going to use the rod tip. Reel up your slack, rod tip the bait up in the air, reel up your slack, rod tip the bait up in the air, because it's keeping that bait in a certain zone, but it makes the fish think it's a wounded bait fish. So that's a lot of good techniques I like to use when I'm fishing any lipless baits. $10 to catch one of those geese. What the hell was that? Most people with a bait caster are throwing overhand. Lure's going to make a huge splash in the water. Try to limit yourself from doing that because you're scaring those fish away a lot easier. Go with more of an underhand technique. Works a lot easier. Keeps that bait down. Keeps it from making a huge splash in the water. First one down. And another really good technique that I like to use when fishing a lot of smaller ponds is I go ahead and clear all the stuff out of it, you know, on purpose. I purposely do this. Come on, Ellie. There we go. Good bass. This fish was about 2 foot off the shoreline, probably getting deep in those rocks. Not huge by any means, but
it's a good sign.
it's a sign. Sign that I should have grabbed my pliers, but oh well.
Yeah.
Looks like a big female. Could be wrong about that spawn. Another big thing in using any kind of fishing like this, most people throw one spot and they give up. Don't give up on that one spot. If you think there's a fish there, make multiple casts so you aggravate that fish into biting, especially if you think he's there. Pretty good fish right here, probably about a 3 or 4 pounder. I hit that spot probably about 5 or 6 times. And finally, do work, man. That's what I do. Solid 3 pounder right there, not bad. Good start to the day. Nice bass.
Beautiful.